Hello, my name is Dr. Brian Reid, and I am a naturopathic doctor. And this is a video about the logistics of implementing a comprehensive support protocol for one's mitochondria. I've talked about this topic a fair bit, and one of the things that I've mentioned a few times in various either videos or written communications or written posts rather, is that despite the fact that comprehensive mitochondrial support, as I've described it previously, gives a wide array of nutrients that are required for mitochondrial function at high therapeutic dosages. So not just a little bit of this or that vitamin or mineral here or there, but actually fairly robust, as one might call them, orthomolecular dosages. So despite that fact that it's comprehensive and high dose, it actually doesn't require taking a lot of pills or capsules or things like that, or at least it doesn't have to. And the reason being is that what we've been working with in our practice is a company that compounds these ingredients together for us into a single formula, and they keep that formula in a powdered form, so meaning that it's not encapsulated. And by not encapsulating it, the advantages are that we can ultimately get them to cram a lot of ingredients into a more concentrated space. We don't have to worry about saying like, well, I'm going to take this, benphytamine, which is the active form of vitamin B1. I'm going to take that benphytamine supplement over there that's going to have, this much benphytamine in a capsule and this much filler. And then I'm going to take this riboflavin supplement that has, this much riboflavin and this much filler. And then the same thing for other B vitamins and minerals, especially the trace minerals like manganese. A optimal therapeutic dose, in my experience, would be in the low milligram dosage range. And so if you have a capsule, they're going to have to cram at least, another 500 milligrams or so of filler in there in order to, fit it all in one capsule. So the long and short of it is that this company has put together all of these ingredients into one formula for us and kept it in a powder form because the encapsulation process notably increases the retail cost of a given supplement. So by asking them to keep it in a powder form, then we're able to get a lot of high dosages in one concentrated area, and ultimately the therapeutic dose of this formula, depending on the patient, would range from 1 to 2 teaspoons 1 to 2 times a day, depending on the case and their sensitivity and size and this, that, and the other thing. So that's why I say, I have said up to this point in other posts, it's not a super pill-heavy protocol. And what's also really good and nice and convenient and overall positive is that by having everything crammed into this one formula, keeping it in a powder form, it keeps it quite cost effective. So the grand scheme of things, if one was to take every single individual ingredient separately, I priced this out once upon a time, and it would be approximately, give or take, about 60 capsules a day, and it would be several $100s, around $400 to $500 per month in terms of the cost of this protocol. Whereas by working with this combination formula, there is a multi-nutrient that we combine with this powder just to fill in some of the gaps that the powder doesn't have in it. But by working with this protocol, it works out to be a little bit under $100 a month, or just about $100 a month with factoring in tax or whatnot. So about $100 plus or minus $5, let's say. And it ultimately requires taking a few capsules and a few, up to a few teaspoons of powder per day, and then that's the whole kit and caboodle. So it's not super pill heavy. It's $100 a month doesn't grow on trees by far, but as I was evolving this protocol in my practice, I would have patients, working with some of the what I felt were like the most important ingredients or components for mitochondrial support. So before this powder came into existence, I had this challenging question of, well, do I really emphasize high dose benphytamine or vitamin B5 or acetyl L-carnitine or taurine or proline or manganese or I mentioned in my last video the laundry list of all these comprehensive nutrients that the mitochondria need. And so looking at those protocols where even if I just picked, say, 3 of those agents, prescribing them at a robust therapeutic dosage, oftentimes it would exceed the cost of the whole comprehensive protocol now, and it was, several pills per day to take all of those things. So one of the reasons I'm so excited about this protocol is that it is quite concise in the grand scheme of things. It's fairly cost effective, and then, as I've mentioned a number of times, I've seen a lot of great therapeutic benefit when it's in appropriately selected patient cases. So I hope that information is helpful.